my god, like, what is that chin? That is not what he looks like. What is this? What is this chin?
Huh? Kaboom!
Alright, I found this interesting video, and I wanted to talk about it. It's a little bit different than what I normally do, but this is called How a Face Reveal Ruined Corpse Husband's Career. I know it sounds like clickbait, but it's not. It's not like a doom thing, but I find the premise of face reveals interesting.
Face reveals on YouTube are usually a big deal. It's the moment fans finally get to see what their favorite creator looks like and are able to put a face behind the voice. I recently did one on this channel because I thought of it as a way to connect better with the audience. And although my face reveal went really well with me receiving tons of compliments and support in the comments, that's not always the case for everyone. As we've learned in the recent past, face reveals are legit 50-50. You can either be loved and celebrated like someone like Beluga, who's a popular YouTuber that revealed his face and was met with tons of love and support with
I feel like it depends on your community and like what you are, like what your character is. Cause like I feel like with Dream, I feel like there's no way it could have gone well. I feel like he could have, like it did not matter what he looked like because his entire premise with like his mask, in my opinion, was almost like a self-insert for other people, right? Like specifically Dream, I feel like his face, being like a mask of like a smiley face. The reason why people liked it so much is they literally kind of self-inserted as him. Does that make sense? So the second he had a face, he was going to not be a good self-insert for a group of people.
Comments like, bro is majestic looking, or holy sh, he's so handsome. You could also be unlucky and end up like Dream, who's a mega famous Minecraft YouTuber whose face reveal, being one of the most anticipated in YouTube history, left everybody disappointed. And I'm not gonna lie, disappointed might be an understatement. The second Dream's face hit the internet, it turned into a full-blown roast session. People were calling him ugly, making edits, comparing him to
my god, like what is that chin? That is not what he looks like. What is this? What is this shit? I feel like, okay, this is the best way I could put it. This is gonna sound so weird. Do you guys know how there's like a bunch of meme templates and it's like random cats? Like, don't talk to me, I'm angry and stuff. There'll just be random like animals that'll have memes above them. I feel like that's kind of what people did with Dream almost, right? Where it was like they just kind of did like almost generic relatability like to that face. Like it's not a bad thing. It's like if it's just a cat meme, everybody can relate to it because they might have a cat or they think cats are cute, right? But if you're like an armadillo, like while that's cool because you're unique, maybe that will count against you because that's like very specific and some people may not even know what an armadillo is. That's kind of what he did in my opinion.
Cartoon characters and basically turning the moment into a meme.
They had their own dreams about Dream, yeah.
Otherwise known as Dream. Guys, I'm not laughing because what he looks like, guys, I'm not laughing. Guys, I'm laughing.
Bro, I get it. I can't
imagine
imagine reacting live to someone's face reveal because it would feel so awkward. Like, there's no way it wouldn't feel awkward. I think I would just laugh out of the strangeness of the situation.
Guys, it's iconic at this point.
His face was everywhere. Twitter, TikTok, YouTube, you name it. There were even
like there is not another instance of this sort of happening anywhere, right? It feels weird. It probably won't ever happen. This type of weird won't happen again like this.
Videos of people reacting to his face reveal and they were just laughing at him.
I'm dropping it.
Oh my lord.
And did I mention he was trending on Twitter under the hashtag he's ugly?
Yes, I remember that and I'm like, guys, I bet you every person commenting on this is not a supermodel, right? It's like, oh.
Is that not insane? And I'm just reading the other stuff that was trending during the same time he did the face reveal, and put the mask back on is trending. Can you imagine working up the courage to finally do a face reveal in front of tens of millions, and they tell you to put the mask back on because you're ugly?
I'll be for real, okay? I feel like the whole premise of making this much of a monetary, like, I don't know, you know, like making this big of an ordeal about your face I feel like it is a little bit vain or narcissistic, right? Like that type of attention that he's like trying to gain or like, you know, get a drum roll for is so like such a surface level thing, right? He's trying to capitalize off of what he looks like. I can't imagine it goes well, and if it does, it's still gonna be surface level, right? Like nobody's had such a big amount of people all waiting to look at just a regular person's face.
Would cause me generational trauma. Like, I don't think you guys realize enough people said it for it to be trending on Twitter. That is insane. Yeah, the internet is brutal. Along with being publicly embarrassed and humiliated on a massive scale, Dream ended up stepping back from content after the face reveal and putting his mask back on, and basically vanishing from the spotlight for a long time. And remember, this is all because people didn't like how he looked after the face reveal.
I don't think, like I said, I don't think there is a perfect scenario. I think even if a lot of people thought he was hot, right? Like if a lot of people found him very attractive, the entire whole like drum roll just for somebody's face is just a weird premise, right? It's just a little bit cringe.
The worst part is, it's not even like he was ugly. He looks like an average guy. He's
just
look
a
like
dude.
the insanely filtered, perfect version people imagine in their heads. Now that we've discussed how the internet treats people who don't live up to their picture fantasies, let's talk about Corpse Husband, a creator whose face was never supposed to be seen in the first place. Corpse Husband is a popular YouTuber that
See, then I don't call this a face reveal. I feel like this is doxing.
blew up in 2020 during the Among Us era, mostly because of his deep voice.
Yo, Corpse, what's going on?
Hello, friend.
Wow.
What?
Kick Saikuno.
Wait, what? Corpse's voice is like
Wow.
infrasonic bass.
Is that real? No.
Oh my god.
It's real, believe me. He sounds like God and the devil should sound like.
I don't know. I guess I haven't done a face reveal, so
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Guys, who's Corpse?
Well,
I'm
I just
totally
assumed
fine
that
with
someone
it.
with this voice might look like, you know, they don't look like what they sound like.
you're
you know?
accurate. You're completely accurate.
He
Everyone
doesn't,
else
he
is
doesn't look like
imagine-
what he sounds like. for
Remember how
sure,
everyone
but-
thought Donkey was
feel
black?
like your voice is touching me.
Yeah.
Is that a weird thing to say?
That is a weird thing to say. What the Who says your voice feels like it's touching me? What in the...
A part of my
Pokey,
ear that's never been
I'll
hit
answer
before.
that.
As you can probably tell, they were all glazing him like crazy. Jacksepticeye even said he sounds like what God and the devil should sound like. If that's not top tier glazing, I don't know what is.
See, I feel like people got so jealous of that. They're like, what? That's not fair. People just like this man because he has a nice voice. I feel like there's a lot of projection here. Like I learned about a lot of people who just hated him for existing. It's like, why?
And don't forget about Pokimane when she said she feels like his voice is literally touching her. What on
That's
earth
so
could she possibly
weird.
mean by that? So of course when someone is being hyped up
If anyone says that to me, like I'm blocking.
like that, especially by
What?
other huge content creators, they're gonna gain a fan base very fast. And not just any fan base, it's gonna be a fan base built off worshipping and glazing, which is
Yep.
kind of the worst kind. Because once they put you on a pedestal, it's only a matter of time before they start picking you apart. The second
Yeah, because again, it's an artificial thing, right? Like, it's nice if you listen to someone partially because you like the sound of their voice. Like, for example, Markiplier has a really nice voice, right? But if that is like 99.9% of your entire existence, like a lot of it becomes surface level, in my opinion. Like, if you get so much of a drum roll for your face, that's all, those are all like artificial qualities, right?
you don't meet their fantasy. And I'm pretty sure Corpse was aware of that because he said something to the same effect in an interview he did.
Are you ever going to do a face reveal?
I don't think I'm gonna face reveal on purpose anytime soon. It's just way too much now. Since I've grown so much,
Because despite him making it clear he didn't want his face out there, people still took it upon themselves to dig into his private life and dox him. And because of that dox, an image eventually started circulating that people claimed was Corpse. And I do want to say before we start talking about the photos and the doxing, that there has never been any official confirmation that this photo was actually him in the first place.
Bro, imagine it. This is the other problem, right? So let's say it is him. You've just doxed a person for no, like they didn't do anything wrong because you have insecurity issues, right? Or you doxed a random dude who isn't him, and now this guy that's just walking around that like works at like McDonald's is gonna get harassed randomly, and he's like, what the f are you guys talking about? Like, both of these are horrible, dude.
It was all based on speculation, but that didn't stop people from treating it like it was the truth. So obviously, when this apparent corpse face reveal dropped, and he didn't look like a Disney prince, people immediately started clowning it. And as you can see from these tweets, this was the type of vibe people were on. Y'all were simping over this man? Corpse husband leaked, corpse husband face. And it's 4 pictures that I'm guessing were leaked. This has got to be like a certified hater move because they just—
Yeah, because like the other thing that people don't consider, right, is like all these people are like, oh, this is the person you're simping over. It's like, for one thing, you're simping for somebody's voice. Who knows what they look like? Secondly, whoever made this post, I guarantee you is not a supermodel. You know, if you got to see the person's face who is making this post alongside him, you know what I'm saying? I guarantee you people who make posts like this that are this insecure are not the most beautiful people that have ever existed on planet Earth.
didn't have to post this. Corpse husband face reveal, not as he advertised. Sorry fangirls, LOL. And this partially doesn't even make sense because it says not as he advertised. He doesn't advertise his looks as anything. It's not like he lied about how he looks. He didn't do anything to advertise it. And I feel like the worst part about this is that these were probably his fans as well, or at least people that were subscribed to him. Because people who don't know who Corpse is or aren't fans of him don't even care this much. And it wasn't just like 1 or 2 people saying this stuff, it was thousands. Full comment sections, timelines, videos, just non-stop hate and people calling him ugly. While doing research for this video—
Cause like then what happens is on Twitter you get paid for rage bait or like being cruel. Like people interacting with your stuff is interaction, so it's probably all bait.
I even stumbled upon an old tweet that said, very ugly, hideous corpse husband face reveal, and he's ugly like everyone expected, LOL. And I just want to reiterate, nobody even knows if that's him. That could just be a random
this
person.
could just be a random dude that now is like getting harassed and what he's, you know, I just can't imagine. It's like, bro, I don't know who this person is. What are you talking about? They're like, nah, you can keep saying that, but you're definitely this random internet person. And he's like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? Like, if this isn't him, it has its own problems where it's like this guy is just stuck wearing a badge for somebody he is not because, like, everyone on the internet insists that this is him.
And because people think it's Corpse, they're just calling him ugly and cyberbullying him. He also spoke on this phenomenon in the same interview before. So yeah, people are insane because a month after these leaks started—
Wait, what?
People are insane because a month after these leaks started getting out of control, he went completely silent. And since November of 2021, Corpse hasn't made a single video. No uploads, no streams, and barely even any tweets. And for someone who used to be everywhere, it just feels like he disappeared overnight. And if I'm being real, I can't even blame him. Imagine just wanting a little privacy, and people are so strange and chronically online that they dox you just to see what you look like and potentially call you ugly. And I'm not gonna lie, if I was—
They dig into your personal when you never asked or never said it was a part of your content. Like, yeah, not everybody's gonna be able to tolerate that, right?
I'd be a supervillain.
Yeah, so I just feel like this is like silly and petty. It makes sense, especially in Dream's case, that people were disappointed just because it seems like it was like way too much stock on making somebody who kind of is a self-insert for people, it seems like, you know, now have very specific characteristics. I just feel like it can't go bad, or it can't go well. And also, like, doxing is bad, and it's like, I hope he comes back. Maybe, like, we don't know, right? This is like the parasocial thing. Like, maybe he has family. Maybe he wants to do other things with his life. Like, we don't know that.